from outside and have to pick it up. But for most of you, you need to be careful about how close your stick is to your body. And I think it's a little bit protection based. If you can trap it in here, then you've got the ball somehow, but it will not get you a goal shot. You need to trap the ball out here so that it ends up there, so you're just swinging through. You don't have time for 3, 4 touches. So move in, grab this ball with one motion. Alright, so the receive is setting up the goal shot. So you have to keep checking your left hand. For most of you, it's sliding in behind your right. And so once I receive here, is he going to pass me the ball? If I keep my left hand in at my body, it just rolls the ball too close to me. So you have to keep your left hand parallel with the rest of your body. And then all of a sudden the ball moves with you in that right angle. Alright, so it's not a trap and then a pass to yourself for the goal shot. It's a reception and a receive into a good position for the shot. Stay in this stance and get this goal shot even if the ball is lifted at you, so that there is no, if he's going to top the ball to me and it's going to come bouncy at me, that I don't all of a sudden do this one that we like to do. Even from here, no matter what ball comes at me. And this is why you're down low on the post as well, because there's an ability to move and get out of the way of whatever's coming. But from here, because you're down alert as well, no matter what is coming at me, whether it's on the ground or in the air, I can still make this trap and I can still play it down into the spot that I want to have a goal shot from. Not necessary to do this. Good. Alright, so moving into the ball, gather it, get it still going towards the second post. Go. Good. Alright, left hand. Shot, Boone. Sorry, I'm not in it, you know. All into the circle, move into it. There. Yeah. That second longer, so when it's spinning or moving quickly, you can get it under control even though your feet may be moving, so your stick can stay on the ball. So Ellie, you pass it to me. So rather than just here touch, like it spins of its own accord, especially if it's come quickly at you. So if you stay on it a second longer, then you get more control of the ball and it makes you stay down as well. So just that extra time of touch, it's half a second, a little bit longer, can ensure that the ball will stay where you want it to be. So you can still be moving your feet, you can still be prepping for the goal shot, still prepping the ball, but it takes that spin off the ball and gets it under control. Alright, from here we're going to do a reception on this side with a little bit of a ghost lead and then a setting up of the goal shot. So rather than the left to right drags that we did yesterday to then get the ball going at the second post, there'll be a receive here and then a cut in or a straightening up to get the ball going at the second post, potentially a goal shot from there. We're going to have someone on the second post staying down the whole time. Then we might build in another drag and another pass, but for starters we'll do a receive and a goal shot into that corner with someone on the second post. So you might start moving towards this way, so as if you're taking your defender this way. So remember the lead we saw yesterday on the footage where everyone is heading this way because the ball carrier is coming this way, and then there can be a stop by this person, the defenders are still drifting and all of a sudden you're available. So move forward here and then this lead away here to receive this ball, then into the circle to set up this goal shot here. So still you want to make your angle as good as possible, so you've got the most amount of goal to shoot at. So that's why once you're through here, to then head straight into here and get the ball set up, the shot set up. So no receive here, drift, playing the ball out here and hitting across the line of the ball. Once you've defeated this defender, you're into the circle, setting up the goal shot and hitting it in the corner. Stick down. Yeah, even once, so Laura, do you want to pass me the ball? So even once we move from here and just trapping it here and then trying to work out what to do and turning this receive into an elimination. So if you, pass again. So this step here, picking it up outside the line of this person and heading them into this space. There was a number of receives that were then, and again Laura, that were a bit more like this, which is out here, but left hand still in here. So not as much control over the ball as you might like. You need to get your left hand out here to help you out. So you get it into your elbow here. It takes a little bit of confidence to do that, to actually track this ball out here. But if you chuck your left hand into your elbow, then you can get the ball well outside the line of your body, and the stick face is fully on the outside, not just across the top here where you don't have as much control. It means then once you're through here, you can head directly in as well. So Mel made a good point that by the time we were shooting, we were well and truly in here. When if you've eliminated a defender here, then you want to be getting the shot away here and not giving them a chance to come back at you. So now what we'll do, still do this same reception. So I want to see a little bit of sharpness in this movement, a jump here to get the defender a little bit messed up. Let the ball come across, receive it on this side, get it here. You're looking to have a shot, but the next defender is coming. So you drag again. So once you step in here, you can prep for a shot, change your mind, bring your ball around, and then fire it in here for the person that's gone to the second post, who's moved off the second post because now the angle has changed. Alright, so this movement again, you still want the ball here, haven't got it. Oh, she's going to shoot. Yep, I've got the post, dragged again. Now I'm too close to the keeper, back into this space here. And you can do one time knock that we practiced yesterday. So lots of movements. Alright, so let's tidy up this bit here. So it has to be sharper to enable you to get back on the ball to drag this next person. You get around, so make sure after this bit here, so once you drag here, this is now the most important bit of everything that you've done. We've just eliminated 2 defenders, and this is the most important thing. This pass to enable that person to one time knock it in the net. So make sure when you come out of here, that you regather the ball and fire it here. Not let it run off your stick, run in this way, just generally fire it in the vicinity. Not good enough. So concentrate a lot through here to get this pass. Keep touching the left hand up there, we're almost there. Yep. Back it. You've got to come back directly to your teammates so they can one time knock it. Making sure that the line that you want the ball to go in is matched by your stick. You can usually spend a little bit of extra time making sure that that happens by keeping your stick on it, keep you low. You can still be moving your feet at the same time anyway, but it gets you control of the ball. What else?
Where the ball's going?
Yes. So the pass, making sure that's good, or the person being there?
No, like when you trap it, it's going.
Oh yes, getting the right line and setting up the goal shot. Yes, that's good.
The sharpness when we move. Like
Yeah.
And the lead.
Yes, the sharpness is critical, especially as a striker. So it defeats your defender potentially, and it will get you the ball. So the timing of it then is important as well, but yeah, the sharpness of the movement is pretty critical actually. What else?
Committing the defender.
Yes, yeah. So you can sell the defender just as you can with your body movements and your leading, with your stick and your intent and purpose can do as well. So it might be that you are thinking, I'm absolutely going to have a goal shot here. Oh no, here she comes, I'm not. So the thinking that you really are going to have a goal shot sets her up. Because then she overcommits because you're really intent on shooting. She's got to go, sell it, and off you go the other way. What else? Yeah, so the reception. It does take a little bit to practice and to feel comfortable out there. And it doesn't have to be all the way, so we're talking in kind of extremes to get used to it. But the idea that you can receive the ball out here to get it out of the reach of the defender. So just as we were doing carrying the ball in the right hand at the top of the stick, so the reception well outside here can eliminate a defender as well.
Moving your feet to the shot.
Yeah, that's a
ball's
good one.
coming in.
Yep, so the moving your feet, particularly when the ball's coming ahead of you and you're planning on taking it on your forestick. So once the ball moves in front here and you play at it, but the goal's there, because it's in front, by the time you connect with the ball, it's off in that direction. So if the ball's not coming straight at you so you can take that shot, then you need to move your feet and your body to make sure that you can make that shot. If you can't get there, then you have to, again, change the stick face to get it back going. So you can't do this shot anymore. You might have to get your left hand further out in front to make it go back there. But first and foremost, you move your feet. So when you're in the circle, the other thing that all those different movements does, it means you're on your toes and you're alert the whole time. So when the ball does go in front, you're much more likely to be able to get after it because you're already moving. You're not here stuck in mud in the middle of the circle. Alright, so for starters, the squeeze is about being able to hit the ball when it's behind you. So the trouble with trying to normally hit the ball when it's behind you is that you can't get any follow through and you end up lifting. It's a bit awkward, plus also body weight is going back this way, which is never a good thing because you want the force all going that way. So a quick and easy way to get a good goal shot away, especially when the ball's behind. And quite often a lot of the space is behind you. So once you've bled into space and coming up to the defender or you've, the defender's goal side of you, so if the goal's over there, then often the space is back here in order to get the ball away from the reach of the defender. So there's reasons to actually put the ball behind you, but certainly there's times when you receive the ball behind you and you have to move back to it. Or indeed if there's been a rebound off the keeper as well. So if someone else had a goal shot and I've been on the second post and the ball comes out there, then you can get that shot away there as well. So the idea is that you hit the back top part of the ball. So this is what you're aiming for. You don't want a follow through because you're aiming to hit this ball into the turf. So it's not possible to have a follow through because the ground is there. So the squeeze is between your stick and the ground, pumping it out here. So if you've got a follow through, then it's not a squeeze shot. Or if you do, then you've gone to try and hit the back of the ball and guaranteed your weight will be going backwards. So the idea is to keep your weight forward of the ball, short grip, punch the top of the ball, top the back of the ball to make it go where you want it to go. So I go short grip. The other thing to make sure that you're hitting the top of the ball, the top back, is that your hands are in with you. If they're out there, then you're trying to hit the back of the ball, that's not what we want. So hands in, feet a good comfortable distance apart, and then you're trying to hit the back of the ball. Again, your stick face is in charge of where the ball goes, same with your wrist. So your wrists have to be quite tight and locked so you can actually move the ball. Otherwise the ball will force your stick to move. So it'll be the other way around. So you've got to have tight wrists, tight forearms so that you can then punch this ball. So by a little tweaking of your stick you can put it wherever you want, but for the most part you let your body dictate where you want it to go. So everything then you do is about a straight stick face. And then you can just punch it out. So short, sharp, no follow through, not doing this, not sending it off that way. So then the movement would be once you've got the ball back there, that to get back to a ball you shuffle back. You don't run back because then you're doing this. So it's a short movement back, so it's almost a jump. If the goalkeeper's coming though and closing you down, then you need to just open your stick face up either way that you want to get past that person. But because the angle is so small here, it's really slight. Does that make sense? So the intricacies of moving your stick face, really slight. You can't do big changes because that's not going to go. It's just going to be a little bit of opening up to go in that corner. Alright, so get yourself here, roll it back, jump, keep your weight going forward, make sure the ball's behind you, punch it in. When the ball's getting away from you there, maybe there's a mistrap and you've turned to chase, it's really hard to shoot when you're running in direction. And if you're running quite quickly, even harder, because you're running this way and then trying to shoot this way is against everything else that we've been doing. Too much momentum that way and nothing going that way doesn't give you a hard shot anyway. So, Kath, we're going to have a shot and a demonstration. So what we'll do is, I'll chuck the ball into the space there, you can run after it and then punch it from there, so squeeze it from there. You have to stop or you have to keep running? No, you have to keep running. So once you throw it there, right foot? Yes, or in fact either, because you're moving wherever you... I hit myself. So right foot. So it's a short, quick shot. So it's not necessarily or technically a squeeze because it's probably, well, first of all, you're still on the move and everything's going, but it's still a punch, quick, no backswing kind of shot. But because you're not doing this action as you're trying to sprint in that direction, then it's much more controlled shot as a quick one.
That's right.
All right, okay.
I was like, oh my God. Just hitting here. So go forward, let it be a rebound off the keeper so you're with them, and then running back that way. Good, well done Laura, they're good. Good easy, good protection. Right.
I think I'm on 10.
No, I've got the one Stick in your right hand because it is handy at some points, especially in and around the back. So once you've left to right drag, and being able to get in and around and using the extra space just with your stick and arm rather than having to run that distance, you can get in and around the defenders. So then the hard part, especially when you're coming into circles, then getting back onto the ball, catching up to it, getting two hands back on the stick to make a good pass. But even within the one hand stuff, and Jazz did it at one stage, it's easier to see when you've got a defender, because if the defender comes with you, even once you're here, you can still chuck it out that way, so you can still actually drag and move the ball even though you've only got one hand on the stick. So an easy way to get used to having one hand on the stick and your right hand at the top, which feels mostly uncomfortable, is to hang on to it like that every now and then. It might be at home while you're watching the TV, it doesn't even have to be at hockey. You get used to it at home doing this, even playing with the ball like this. I'm left-handed, so I feel okay dribbling the ball, doing things with left hand. Not so comfortable with right hand, and neither are we used to having it there. So, get a ball at home, couch, hold your stick, right hand will help you get used to it. And you can do this, so keep practicing chucking your stick through your hand and then catching it again. Because even whilst you're dribbling, you still push it out, and all of a sudden, you're at the top. So some of you have got to here, some of us are still here, so we're just releasing one hand without putting the other one in there to replace. Alright, let's keep trying to push it out. Alright, that's the idea, that's practice. Apart from the mobile receive here, which has been pretty good. In the first